most unusual season, upsetting the defending Stanley Cup champions before pushing Vegas to a 7th game in the second round. But before we get to a bright future for Vancouver, let's analyze the present. And joining us to help in that, it's our Director of Scouting, Craig Button. Craig, here's how the roster in Vancouver shapes up right now. And we've slotted the players not exactly how they fit with the Canucks, but more so on a league-wide basis. This is just the depth chart. We're not projecting defensive pairings or lines, and we've left off any unrestricted free agents. So Craig, take us through these Canucks.
We cannot analyze the present without talking about names not on this board. Jacob Markstrom, 4th in Vezina Trophy voting. Chris Tanev, a stalwart on the blue line. And Tyler Toffoli, a key addition at the trade deadline. All pending unrestricted free agents and all significant to the success of the Vancouver Canucks this past season. Troy Stecher and Jake Virtanen, restricted free agents with arbitration rights. So the salary cap challenge that the Vancouver Canucks have also extends into restricted free agents. But make no mistake about it, emerging superstars Quinn Hughes and Elias Pettersson give real hope for the future. And what we saw from Bo Horvat in the playoffs is only something that is going to be better in the years to come.
And another player we did not list who's under contract, it's Michael Furland. His status has to be uncertain going forward because he only played 16 games last year due to concussion issues. But Craig, let's get back to the goaltending situation. If the Canucks can't find the cash or the cap space to sign Jacob Markstrom, is their playoff sensation Thatcher Demko ready to become a starter?
Absolutely, he's ready to be a starter. He was a second-round draft pick. He'll be 25 years old before the next season begins. It's a real dilemma for the Vancouver Canucks because they know how good Markstrom is and what he means to their team, but they also have an additional dilemma is if you do sign Markstrom, does that mean you have to expose Demko in the expansion draft coming up in June 2021?
Yeah, so some big decisions there. Meanwhile, the Canucks do make it to the final 8, but how does their blue line measure up in terms of them making even bigger steps in the postseason going forward?
Well, after Quinn Hughes, there's a significant fall-off, and that fall-off will become greater if they don't re-sign Chris Tanev. So the past season was glorious for the Vancouver Canucks, but if they want to continue taking steps forward, they have to bolster their top 4 defensemen by adding 2, not just 1.
And it's going to be tough to do that through the draft. The Canucks don't pick until 81st overall. That's the 3rd lowest first pick of all 31 NHL teams. Only Arizona at 110 and the Islanders at 89 pick later than the Vancouver Canucks.